Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Videos like this will make you understand why Black women said it clear that they would rather work with white men than white women, right? Because some of them are really, really very hard to work with. So one of them actually came out to talk about why there is need for white women. She was like, "You all should come to the front. There is need for us to vote for Kamala Harris." Why? Because she's young. We feel like she has potential. We feel like she can listen to us. She's also educated and she's also a black woman. I mean, the first female president, she was really like, saying it. And also came out to tell us that why would somebody want to vote for her? Because she's a female or because she's a black woman? That is not good enough to vote for her. I do not blame her. Work with me, right? And then she went further to talk about how she spoke with a lot of black women and black people, and they told her that Kamala Harris is not good for them, and they are also not voting for her, right? And also went further to talk about how Kamala Harris locked people up. And some of these are false, some of these are not true, right? But because these people can go to any length to make sure that you do not get something you are supposed to get as a human being, this is something they know how to do best. Let's get into this video.
Okay, so I've seen all of my melanated queens on this app talking to their melanated queens about the situation at hand. So white women, come to the front. We have to have a discussion. There are going to be a lot of people, especially white men, trying to convince you that Kamala is not qualified to do the job. She is more than qualified to do the job. She is very educated. And if you want to bring up her affair that was forever ago, then we also have to talk about Donnie and how he's cheated on all of his wives, including the one he's probably still married to. So do not let deep-rooted white supremacy keep your eyes off the prize. She's exactly what we wanted. She's a woman. She's progressive. She's not even in her 60s yet. She would be the first Gen X president, first black female president. This could be a fucking beautiful thing. So white women, I beg of you, do not follow your husbands blindly. Do your research and vote accordingly. Because black women have been telling us for years what we need to do, and we have not listened, and we are going to suffer because of it. We can fix that by just listening to them when they tell us that this is the move. Okay? Don't fumble the ball. So white women, come to the front. We have to have a discussion. There are going to be a lot of people.
Yeah, it's going to be a no for us. Sorry. The whole video, all I heard from you was, you don't vote for her, you're a white supremacist. How dare you not vote for a woman? You should vote for a woman because she's a woman and because of the color of her skin. Not once. Oh, and then you tried to insult us saying that our men are going to tell us who to vote for. That's what we just heard from you. That was your whole speech on why we should vote for Kamala Harris. Sorry. Because she's an educated woman? I don't even give a fuck about her affair. I don't care. I don't know how you guys on the left don't understand that I don't care who the president sleeps with. What I care about is he going to be hired to do the job to fix this shithole that this Democrat Party has got us into. Okay? But all we're hearing from you is you don't listen to your husband who's going to force you to vote, because apparently we don't have minds of our own, according to people like you. But hey, guess what? We do. We're actually intelligent women over here. But we're not going to be voting for someone because of the color of her skin. What has she done policy-wise as vice president? I can tell you what she's done as a senator, which is lock up a lot of the melanated sisters, brothers, all of that you just basically said for ridiculous shit. I can show you people that were this close to being executed on death row because she withheld evidence, DNA evidence. And there's a lot of our melanated sisters and brothers that are coming out on this app saying absolutely not to Kamala Harris. But what I'm done listening to is liberal white women try to force us to vote for someone because of the color of their skin and the fact that she's a woman. Listen, I would love to see a woman president someday, but it needs to be like a Margaret Thatcher type of woman, not Kamala Harris. She's done nothing for this country. And you have to understand that she sat right next to Joe Biden, knowing full well that he had full-blown dementia, and lied to every single one of us. And what did she do as vice president? Her one and only job was securing the border. Did she do that? Abso-fucking-lutely not. 16 million people that now our inner cities like Chicago and LA and New York are going bankrupt because they have to take money away from programs that help minority communities and the poor communities to house all these people. But you want me to vote for her because she's a black woman. The answer is no. I'm sorry. And you can't gaslight us into it. The most offensive thing that you said, honest to God, was that all these white Christian men are going to be telling us who to think for and who to vote for. Like, we don't have fucking minds of our own. We do, sweetheart. We got minds of our own. We are businesswomen out here. I'm a 3-time business owner and a happily married woman. Nothing you just said in this video makes me want to vote for Kamala Harris simply because of the color of her skin and the fact that she's a woman. And how many of you guys have just absolutely just fell right into track? She sat right next to Joe Biden, just so you're clear on that, knowing full well that his mind was gone, and lied to everybody. And now you're watching the mainstream media gaslight the fuck out of all of us like we're a bunch of idiots, like we're stupid, like we didn't see this man had full-blown dementia. And now that same media who told us he was mentally fit for the job is trying to tell us that something is inherently wrong with us. And if we don't vote for her, we're fucking white supremacists, because that's exactly what you just said. Or we're internal misogynists. I'm so done with this shit. I really am. I'm sorry that your whole idea of who should lead the free world is simply wrestled down to the fact that she's got a vagina and the color of the melanin in her skin. But I'm sorry, over here, this country is in seriously bad standing. And I'm going to tell you something, on a domestic and a foreign way, we are looking very weak. We just had 2 Russian and 2 Chinese bombers flying around in international space that Alaska and U.S. had intercepted. The Chinese government has been able to buy up land all around our secure military strategic bases. Our enemies are watching us right now, and they are watching the absolute shit show that you want us to support for another 4 years. Do you think we want another 4 years of what we just been through? And we should, because of what? She's a woman? As vice president, she didn't do shit for this country. They sent her on little luncheons and made her do little speeches, go sit on The View, go on this radio talk show, go on this podcast. That's what she's done as vice president. That is her whole record. And as a senator and as a prosecutor, it didn't look too good. The reason she is where she is because people voted because of skin color and the fact that she was a woman. How did that work out for us the last 4 years? It didn't. We have a 50-year high inflation. Interest rates are at all-time high. Americans are struggling to pay for housing, food, gas, jobs. That is what we care about as women. That's important to us. The fact that 16 plus million people that don't belong here, that a large portion of them have committed crimes against women and children, that were led into this country, that our tax dollars are being forced to pay for while we try to survive in a 50-year high inflation. But yes, we are white supremacists if we don't vote for Kamala Harris. So please, stop. Stop, lefties. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter. I don't care if Beyonce came out. I don't care if Taylor Swift eventually comes out, because you guys are foaming at the mouth trying to force her to make a decision and come out and support Kamala. Come on, Taylor, we need you. No. And again, I would love to see a woman president. I would love it. Queen Elizabeth, Margaret Thatcher type women all day long. But I am not supporting somebody simply because of the color of her skin and the fact that she is a woman. And the fact that you think that our men make decisions for us, I can promise you, sweetie, they don't. And in case TikTok wants to come at me because someone gets their feelings hurt and says that I'm bullying or this is, harassment, it's not. I think she's a beautiful young woman, but I'm not going to be pushed into voting for someone simply because of the color of their skin or the fact that they're a woman. I care more about the state of this country right now, and it doesn't look good. And our enemies are paying attention. And that woman stood right next to all the mainstream media, every single Democrat, every single politician, and told us for the last 4 years that Joe Biden's mental state was completely fine. He's doing cartwheels in the White House. when we all saw that he wasn't. We're tired of the gaslighting. We're tired of the lying, and we're not going to be gaslit anymore. That's why Donald Trump is still way up in the polls over Kamala Harris. No matter how many liberal women get on this app and speak to us like we're fucking stupid and that our men do our thinking for us, sorry, it's a no. And I see thousands of women saying the same thing. And I mean thousands. You know who supports Kamala Harris? The same people who support the stuff that you support. That's who supports it. Real patriotic American women, we see this for exactly what it is. The media, the Democrat Party, and the DC political class that have run this country into the ground trying to prop up another candidate that the people didn't vote for. And no, because you voted for Joe Biden, she doesn't just get a free pass for votes. That's not how that works. You guys want to have your votes taken away from you, that's fine. Say what you want about Donald Trump. You don't like him, Trump derangement syndrome, that's fine, but we chose him. That was our vote. And is he perfect? Not by a mean, not by a fat chance. Is he made mistakes? Absolutely. Is he going to get our vote? 100%. And I will not be gaslit over female or skin color by liberal white women. I'm not going to do it. And yes, like I said, one more time, I would love to see a female president or president, and it's not going to be Kamala Harris. And I don't care what you guys say to us. Honestly, it's not going to happen. I hope you have a wonderful day. And TikTok, before you come at me with bullying and harassment, this is not bullying and harassment. This is me answering. She said, white women, come to the front. We got to have a conversation. So this is a white woman coming to the front, having a conversation and saying it's a big fuck no for me. Good talk.
So this is all I got from this video, and oh please. Okay, I'm going to address this one after the other because she made some point. First of all, she started by saying that she would love to vote for Kamala Harris. Why? Because she because a first female president and all that. But because there are so many things she did not do right, that's why she's not going to vote for her, and she's not going to let anybody like trick her into voting for Kamala Harris. Now, this same woman has made so many videos. When I say so many videos of Kamala Harris and talking about her and how she is incompetent to be a vice president, or even while she was okay, she's still a vice president, right? So, or as even a president to be. So Kamala Harris is like, she already wrote her off, right? She would never vote for Kamala Harris. Why? Because she is for Trump. I am on her page. I decided to go through her page to see what she is for, what she stands for. And she has made so many videos about Kamala Harris, talking about Kamala Harris. Now, like I keep saying, I do not tell people this is someone you are going to vote for. This is not someone you are not going to vote for. That is something that I don't stand for them. Well, let me tell you all something. You see people like this. This is the problem Black women have been having for a longer time. But the truth is that Black women are not telling anybody to go and vote for anybody, right? That is something that I love about them. It is them coming out to say, we are going to vote for this person. For some palm-colored women that decided that they are going to vote for Kamala Harris, that is their problem, or that is what they choose to do. And they are also trying to let other people, call on other people so they can also come out to vote for Kamala Harris because they feel like, it is going to be better, or their life will be better, or there might be changes and all that. I do not know, but I am just saying. So she went on this lengthy rant talking about how she feels like Kamala Harris is not going to do anything because they're letting how many people to come into the border and all that. I am going to say that the same way people came into your border is also the same way you all, and like she said, that people came into the country and they have built some things and there are so many enemies watching them. Will I lie to you? I'm not going to, but I am going to tell you this. The same way you people go into other people's country, right? Because you all are not clean. You all are not like the super amazing or God's own state like you all claim, or God's own country that you all said it is. You all invade other people. You all go to other people's and steal things from there. You all go to other people and cause so many things, genocide and all that. So you all are now that super clean and superhero and all, like you all are claiming, like she is claiming right now. I know what I am saying. Because you all are still there, but you all operate in most all Africans, looking for where to get one or two things and the rest of it. Okay, now let's get into the fact that she said she has spoken to a lot of, she said she had, which fact? Sorry, it is not a fact. Let's talk about the one she said that she has spoken to a lot of Black women, and they said that Kamala Harris is not someone to be voted for, right? I am going to say, can you let us know the people that you spoke to? I would like to see your conversations with them. Let us know the people you spoke to that said that Kamala Harris is not going to be a good, probably a good candidate for the presidency and the rest of it. Let me see the conversation, then we'll know where to start from. Then she said that she also spoke to some Black people that said that during her tenure, when she was, I don't know if she was, I think, attorney or something, that she locked so many people up. That story is not true because I already debunked that. And I said that is rumors, people looking for ways to make sure that, to tarnish her image and make sure that she doesn't go for and all that. One thing with some people is that a lot of people do not take their time to make their research, because I am not going to say that Kamala Harris is this and that without making my own research, because I love coming correct so that if anything happens, I can hit my chest and say that I say this and this is how I found my research and all that. I already brought that video here where she never said where she never did something like that. Right? And now they are now trying to use her against us. Like I've been saying this for a longer time, Black people are not serving democracy. If you all decided or decide to vote against your own interest, that it's your problem. Like I said, we are going to remain in that problem for as long as we all are going to enjoy it together, right? It is no longer like it's for Black people and all that. You all know what is right and still go ahead to do what is wrong because you feel you do not want people that look like me to benefit out of it. So most times you all tend to do some certain things out of spite and the rest of it, right? Now she's been all around ranting without even saying anything tangible. I am sure that so far, you all can see that a lot of people are already coming out because Project 2025 is something to really be very scared of. If you are not scared of Project 2025, how are you not scared of? No, why would they even be scared? They are not scared of some certain things because some certain things do not affect them directly. But trust me, this time around, it is absolutely going to affect everybody because if it touches eyes, it's going to also touch nose, right? I know that their community is not over police brutality. They barely experience that. But trust me, when it comes to human rights and the rest of it, you all are still going to experience it and some other things. But I think when you want to criticize somebody, when you want to lie about somebody, make sure you make research because the research you are making will be able to to enable you understand the person you are talking against. It is amazing how people feel it's it's okay for them to vote for somebody that has about 30 something felon and more. I can't remember I think 34 and more, right? With even SA that is involved. And people think he is also God sent. Like I said, I am not campaigning for anybody, right? People still think the person is God sent. People think this person is meant for them. What of the person that hasn't even done like something that I just don't know how to say it, but you already understand where I am going to. Kamala Harris is she's an educated woman that I feel like she is still very super young. She can really understand some certain things. She can see through some certain things. She has lived some certain experiences that she would not actually want other people to experience and all that. I feel she's also in a good position to be a great leader. But the fact that they do not even consider her at all as somebody to be the next president is really amazing. I am not saying she is going to do the best, and I am not saying the other person is also going to do the best. But what I am saying is enough of coming out here to say because people want to vote for her because she's a female and because she's a black woman is just bad. It does not make any sense, and you all should stop that. Vote whoever you want to vote for. Nobody is going to speak to you or ask you why are you voting for this person. It is your right. It is, yeah, absolutely, it is your right to exercise your voting right, right? So do that and do not come out to tarnish somebody's image because you want to protect the other person. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.